Hello everyone, myself Sujay Dikshit from Team Clack Prep, and today what we are going to do is we are going to analyze Score Booster series mock second, right? I hope by this time you have already taken the mock and you might have analyzed it by yourself. So I am here to analyze it according to my way. Okay, so without wasting much time, now let's begin. Okay, so see, this particular mock, it was comprised of 8 passages, out of which we had total 40 questions, right? So for your ease, I have highlighted the answer as which option is the answer in the mock, as well as I have highlighted if I the parts of the percepts of the passage, the parts of the passage which were very important to be noted down, or by reading that we are directly coming on to the answer, right? So now let's begin. See, so this is our first passage. Now what the passage number 1 was about, see, the passage number 1 was talking about section 144 of CRPC. Now what is this? It is the law of criminal procedure code, right? So what does section 144 state? See, section 144 was the main point on the passage which was letting you know the power of the magistrate in the case of danger, of apprehension of someone, or in the case of nuisance. So by reading this particular passage, you know what you get to know is that what are the powers of the magistrate in the emergency situations, whether when a person is apprehended, whether that particular order of the particular magistrate can be challenged or not, right? Whether particular this power of the magistrate is the violation of any fundamental rights of the citizen or not. So togetherly, this particular passage, I will classify it in the range of as a moderate passage. In what manner it is moderate? See, on theoretical basis, this passage is a moderate passage. How can I say that? When you will be going to read it, the first point which will come to a mind of a average student, right? I am not talking about a very let's say intelligent. I am talking about an average student. Let's say most of my students are average. So when the average student would read, first of all, this section 144, when he will find out, like written here, section 144 of CRPC, he will be challenged. और ये क्या आ गया है ना ऐसे, और ये क्या आ गया, अब क्या करूं? बट हमेशा एक बात बच्चों मेरी याद रखना, ये बात क्वेश्चन फ्रेमर को भी पता होती है, और जब भी कभी वो इस तरह का पैसेज देता है, ठीक है, तो पैसेज मॉडरेट होता है, लेकिन उसके अंदर आराम से आप आंसर पे आ सकते हो, प्रोवाइडेड आप उस पैसेज को थोड़ा तरीके से पढ़ो. वही सेम चीज इस पर्टिकुलर पैसेज में भी थी. सो नाउ लेट्स सी, है ना. तो देखिए फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन देखते हैं. Vibha and 6 other people were terminated from their office. They felt insulted and started protesting in front of their office. The owner of the company filed complaint against them as they kept on calling many people and their friends. They started pelting stone and creating nuisance. ठीक है. This is now the executive magistrate immediately ordered arrest of Vibha and 6 people. ठीक है, ये आ गया. By invoking section 144 CRPC. So again वही CRPC, magistrate की power, है ना. Can the order be challenged? Acha. Now, if you would have scanned this particular passage, no, there are some lines written. See, Chief Justice of India M. Hidayatullah said the power of magistrate under section 144, है ना, is not an ordinary power flowing from an administration, but a power used in judicial manner and which can stand further judicial scrutiny. तो मतलब यहाँ इस लाइन से हमारा आंसर आ रहा है yes, an order of executive magistrate is passed in a judicial manner. जुडिशियल लिखा हुआ है, एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव के लिए मना किया हुआ है. सो हैंस इट कैन बी चैलेंज्ड. आंसर. अच्छा, लेट्स से कोई कहेगा सर पर येस के बाकी भी हैं. हाँ, तो कर लेते हैं, खत्म करते हैं इन ऑप्शंस को. येस एज द ऑर्डर ऑफ एग्जीक्यूटिव मैजिस्ट्रेट इज पास्ड एट एन एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव लेवल. काट दो इसको. अच्छा, येस द एग्जीक्यूटिव मैजिस्ट्रेट डज नॉट हैव पावर टू इशू है, काटो, मैजिस्ट्रेट का पावर है 144 में. अच्छा, येस एज देयर वाज नो न्यूज, काट दो. आंसर है ए. चलिए, नाउ लेट्स प्रोसीड फर्दर. ओके, नाउ लेट्स सी द सेकंड, है ना, क्या कह रहा है ये देखते हैं. मिस्टर पटेल, अ लीडर ऑफ फार्मर यूनियन, हैव बीन सर्कुलेटिंग व्हाट्सएप, अच्छा, मैसेजेस अनाउंसिंग प्रोटेस्ट अगेंस्ट अ न्यू फार्मर्स बिल एंड आस्किंग एवरीवन टू जॉइन हिम एट द सिटी सेंटर एट 9:30 AM ऑन वेडनेसडे मॉर्निंग. मतलब बुला रहा है लोगों को. ठीक है. ऑन वेडनेसडे अबाउट 200 पीपल असेंबल्ड. ओके, shouting slogans, carrying stick, lathis, etc. The police started arresting people, stating section 144 of CRPC has been imposed. Is the police correct in arresting people? ठीक है, मैजिस्ट्रेट ये पावर कर देगा, है ना। और पर्टिकुलरली देखो यहां पर लिखा है, इन इमरजेंसी केसेस द मैजिस्ट्रेट कैन पास द ऑर्डर्स विदाउट प्रायर नोटिस टू द इंडिविजुअल्स अगेंस्ट whom द ऑर्डर इज डायरेक्टेड। तो मतलब यहां कोई जरूरी नहीं है कि ये बात मेंशन हो, नहीं साहब मैजिस्ट्रेट ऑर्डर पास करेगा फिर वो लोगों को पता होना चाहिए। क्या पुलिस के पास पावर है अरेस्ट करने की? हाँ, मैजिस्ट्रेट ने इन्वोक कर दिया होगा, क्योंकि यहां पर ये बात ऑलरेडी मेंशन है कि इमरजेंसी सिचुएशंस में मैजिस्ट्रेट कैन डू इट। ओके, नाउ लेट्स सी। यस, बिकॉज द मैजिस्ट्रेट हैज द पावर टू पास रिटन ऑर्डर्स इन्वोकिंग सेक्शन 144 CRPC विदाउट प्रायर नोटिस। हाँ, ये लिखी है बात, डन। ठीक है, नीचे देखो, नो बिकॉज देयर इज नो अर्जेंट केस ऑफ एप्रीहेंडेड डेंजर ऑफ न्यूसेंस, हो ही नहीं सकता। नो बिकॉज द मैजिस्ट्रेट डज नॉट हैव द पावर, काट दो इसको। नो एज इट इज वायलेटिव राइट ऑफ फ्रीडम, काट दो इसको, पैसेज खुद कह रहा है। ठीक है, नाउ लेट्स प्रोसीड ऑन टू द थर्ड क्वेश्चन ऑफ द पैसेज, दैट इज द क्वेश्चन नंबर 68। As per the facts mentioned in the previous question, if nobody except Mr. Patel would have come, है ना, then can section 144 be imposed? Yes. How can we know that? By reading of the passage, देखो यहाँ पर, however it can be used to restrict even a single individual. तो ठीक है, आंसर क्या होगा? Yes. पहला है नो, काट दो। Yes, because an individual can also be restricted. आंसर है ये। Yes, as section can be imposed only on grave, काट दो इसको। पॉइंट वाला ये है ना, बेस्ट आंसर ये है। डी, none of the above, काट दो। ठीक है, so now you get to know, okay, directly we can find the answer from the passage itself. Now let's proceed on to section question number 69. See, section 144 can be imposed on which circumstances? Okay, so see, in the passage, in the last para, such a provision can be used only in grave circumstances for the maintenance of the public peace. तो जैसी ऐसी बात आए तो अपन देखते हैं, in grave circumstances for maintenance of the public peace, directly answer on what circumstances? ये रहा, grave circumstances, maintenance of public peace। अच्छा, to protect individual, ऐसी कोई बात नहीं, काट दो। when there are sufficient ground for suspicion, काट दो। all of the above तो हो ही नहीं सकता, फिर आंसर सी है। ठीक है, now identify the correct statements. See, the point is, what is this question talking about? This question is talking about the timeline of the order, है ना। and by reading this passage we can say, however no no order passed under section 144 can remain in force for more than 2 months from the date of the order unless the state government considers it necessary. So no more than 2 months, ये रहा, no more than 2 months, है ना। और देखो आगे की लाइन भी है, even then the total period cannot exceed more than 6 months, तो ये भी इसमें ले लिए, है ना। we are also taking this, so no more than 2 months and maximum 6 months। तो देख लेते हैं, ये रहा, order can remain for not more than 2 months from the date of the order but can extend up to not more than 6 months, आंसर है। बाकी ऑप्शन देख लीजिए, not more than 2 months from the date order but can extend no more than 9 months, काट दो। not more than 9 months, ये भी गलत है। not more than 5 months, गलत है। आंसर इज डी। ओके, नाउ सी, पैसेज नंबर 2 talks about intellectual property rights and in general about IPR। ठीक है, कि what IPR are, right? Let's say it talks about patent, copyright, trademarks. Now they are talking about the generic mark. Okay, when you will much go down further, they will talk about how unauthorized person uses it, then what will be happening, है ना। such sort of all information in general was being given in this particular passage. Again, it is something that is a non-conventional part, and again when a student will going to read it, he can feel like what is this, but again the similar thing as I told you in the previous passage, these type of passage as such, if you read it, they are moderate level but questions are mixed. Means if you are reading the passage carefully and correctly, you will very well get the passage as such. And even here I also tried कि अगर कहीं से कोई चीज़ अगर हाईलाइट करी जा सकती होगी पैसेज में, वैसे तो पैसेज इन्फ्रेंस बेस्ड है कि आफ्टर यू रीड इट फिर कोई क्वेश्चन आ रहा है तो यू हैव टू एनालाइज इट, राइट। बट इवन देन आई ट्राइड कि अगर कहीं कुछ मिलता है तो आई हाईलाइटेड इट. नाउ लेट्स सी. Raghav, question number 71. Raghav, a businessman in New Delhi, supplies milk throughout the capital under the name Milk and Company for 7 years. Now he tries to register his brand, है ना, as Milk and Company. Will he be given protection under Trademarks Act? So he want to make Milk and Company his trademark. Okay. Now let's see what passage does talk about it. By their nature, generic mark are not distinctive. Okay. See, Milk is a generic name, right? Milk and Company. It is not like Sujay Dikshit Milk and Company. Yeah, it is right, such sort of like Sujay's company. So it's like Milk and Company, which is generic, which is general. So देखिए, by their nature, generic mark are not distinctive. They do not get protection because if one seller could trademark a generic name, other seller would be unable to describe their products and would thus be at a great disadvantage. So we get to know the answer will be no. 2 options are no, 2 are yes. These options are not our answer. These are, let's see, no because it is not necessary for Raghav to possess a trademark protection. काट दो इसको, बचा खाली D. Now let's proceed further. Now let's read D. Because Milk and Company name for the milk business is a generic mark and would not differentiate his product from the other milk sellers. ठीक है, D will be the answer. Now see, now question number 72. Lavish Goyal and Kush Goyal are 2 brothers from Jalandhar who set up sugar factory in Bhatinda where 2 separate qualities of sugar are produced. Okay, 2 qualities. They decide to mark both sugar in separate packets, name them Superfine and Goyal sugars. Again the same thing. Superfine is what? Generic. Goyal sugars is a trademark, है ना. तो both of them are unique and have not been registered before. ठीक है. Which of the following is true regarding that? पैसेज भी पढ़ने की जरूरत नहीं है, यहीं से आंसर आ गया है. तो फिर भी देख लेते हैं. Trademark is a mark capable of being represented graphically and which is capable of distinguishing the goods or services. Superfine, you will read this particular term written on every other packet. Superfine, Superflow, है ना. तो Superfine would be rejected and Goyal sugars would be granted registration. Done. Simple. मतलब कुछ पढ़ने की जरूरत नहीं है. देखो फिर both Superfine and Goyal sugars would be accepted, काट दो. Both Superfine and sugars will be rejected, काट दो. Superfine would be granted registration. No. B answer. मतलब very easy question. आगे बढ़ते हैं. A coffee house by the name of Sardar Baksh was started by one Kulwant Singh in Amritsar. They used a very similar logo as that of Starbucks. अच्छा. Later, the coffee giant Starbucks filed an infringement suit against Sardar Baksh, claiming that it likely to create confusion in the minds of public and that they have copied their company's name. Achha. They both rendered similar goods and services. Which of the following is not acceptable reason for rejection? We are here not saying, right? We are saying which of the following cannot be the reason to reject, है ना, of Sardar Baksh trademark. Let's see. Identification of 2 brands would create confusion to the purchaser in the market. ये तो सही बात है, इस बेस पर रिजेक्ट हो सकते हैं. नीचे the 2 brands are phonetical and deceptively similar. This is also the right thing. Next, both the brands are dealing in same kind of trademark and offering same kind of services. This is a point. अच्छा, last देखिए. Sardar Baksh does not seem to be appropriate trademark for a coffee house. So which of the following cannot be the point of rejection? D option is the one that cannot be the point of rejection. Very easy question again. Now let's proceed further. A startup. Let's see question number 74. A startup by an alumni of IIT Hyderabad manufactures soft drink so as to reduce the monopoly of few big brands in the market. In doing so, it decides the name to name its company on the lines of famous brands so as to acquire market easily. Question देखना क्या कर रहा है. And also to reduce the image of the aforesaid brand. मतलब पर्पस ही गलत है. It files for a trademark Coca-Cola. Will the startup be accorded the protection by registry? Let's say by my reading, nope. अच्छा, पैसेज में भी देख लेते हैं. अच्छा, therefore if someone uses, यहाँ पर पैसेज पढ़ते हैं आपको पता चलता है. Therefore if someone uses a trademark which is inherently similar to a famous mark, Coca-Cola, काला कोला, है ना, इट इम्प्लाइज इम्पेयर्स द इनहेरेंट डिस्टिंक्टिवनेस दैट द फेमस मार्क, इट इज कॉल्ड डाइल्यूशन बाय इम्पेयरमेंट। तो अगर डाइल्यूशन बाय इम्पेयरमेंट है तो ट्रेडमार्क नहीं मिलता, तो यहाँ क्या होगा, नो, बिकॉज इट इज एन एग्जाम्पल ऑफ डाइल्यूशन बाय इम्पेयरमेंट, ट्राइज टू टार्निश द इमेज ऑफ ऑलरेडी फेमस ब्रांड कोका कोला। ठीक है, पर्पस भी तो यही था, दैट हैज बीन मेंशन्ड इन द क्वेश्चन इटसेल्फ। सो नो आंसर होगा, यस यस यस, तीनों नहीं पढ़ रहे, देना ही नहीं है, आंसर होगा अपना नो। लेट्स प्रोसीड फर्दर। नाउ an undergarment store in India used a logo of three-pointed human being in a circle, naming it Benz. Benz सुना है कहीं और? Mercedes Benz. So Benz is what? Benz is a trademark owned by Chrysler, है ना? German company, car manufacturer, Mercedes Benz. The German company Benz, आगे बात, files for infringement of its trademark, which is three-pointed star, claiming infringement of its trademark. Which amongst the following is likely the result of the infringement suit? Let's see. First of all, whether it is infringement, yes. When you will read this particular passage, और अभी भी हमने देखा था ना, जो मार्क किसी पर्टिकुलर मार्क से सिमिलर होता है, as I've already showed you in the previous passage. तो यहाँ देख लेते हैं, yes, it is infringement because a well-known mark cannot be copied, हमने पढ़ा था, and cannot be used upon any goods and services, as we have already read this in the passage, है ना? ऑप्शन ए हमारा आंसर होगा। आगे देखते हैं, it is not infringement, no, we are not reading it further. Let's say it is not infringement, काटो। अच्छा चलो रीजन एक बार देख लें, इट इज नॉट बिकॉज बोथ अंडरगारमेंट्स लग्जरी कार्स आर सेपरेट मार्केट्स, नहीं, वी कैन नॉट यूज इट एट ऑल। नीचे देखो, इट इज नॉट इन्फ्रिंजमेंट बिकॉज जर्मन कंपनी यूज ए स्टार वेयर इंडियन कंपनी यूज ए मैन फॉर द अंडरगारमेंट, नहीं, नो। इट इज इन्फ्रिंजमेंट बिकॉज जर्मन कंपनी वुड बी अनॉयड, अनॉयड नहीं, रूल्स की बात है, काट दीजिए। तो आंसर क्या आएगा, येस, कैन नॉट बी कॉपीड एंड कैन नॉट बी यूज्ड। नाउ लेट्स प्रोसीड फर्दर। पैसेज नंबर 3 टॉक्स अबाउट डिस्क्रिमिनेशन, राइट? So discrimination occurs when distinguished treated less favorable manner than another person. Now इतना पढ़ते समझ में आना चाहिए, आर्टिकल 15 की बात कर रहे हैं कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के। अंडर अवर आर्टिकल 15, द आर्टिकल 15 restricted discrimination by the state on the points of religion, race, caste, sex or place of birth. Now they are talking about this word description, discrimination, है ना, उसके बारे में रिगार्डिंगली बात कर रहे हैं। बाकी सारी भी बात कर रहे हैं कि स्टेट का पॉजिटिव डिस्क्रिमिनेशन कर सकता है ना, वो सारी बातें has been established in this particular, has been stated in this particular passage. ठीक है, so this particular passage I will also consider this as a moderate passage, as a, because in such passages the scope of making good moderate questions lies. अपना previous passage जो था वो भी अच्छा था, ठीक है, means I will consider कि many of the students will not get the conceptualities of the previous passage. ठीक है, they will not be okay with the conceptualities, though everything was being given in the passage, it was a easy passage. Now as we come on this, now it is a passage which requires, you know, if you are reading it, you should also be aware of what actually is mentioned there. Now let's see the questions. 76. Smita lives in GK colony, which is a hub for college students for residential purposes. Okay. One day Sahiba, Muslim girl, came to her accommodation. She refused to give her room by stating that we don't rent. So it does means it is similar to the case, let's say you don't want to rent your house to, let's say, a Muslim, a Christian, a Hindu or whatever. ठीक है, तुम्हारी मर्जी। अच्छा देखते हैं। On hearing this, she decides to file a case against Smita for violation of section 15. Oh sorry, for violation of article 15. Can she do so? Answer होगा no, because when you will get to read this, you will get to know discrimination by the state. So if the similar thing is being done by the state, state कौन है? सरकार, government. Our answer will be yes. But when no government are individual, so this article doesn't apply to individual. Our answer will be no. So let's say no. We have two options. Let's see. No, as violation of article 15 cannot be done by state. It does not bar individuals. जो हमने कहा था. Answer. C देखते हैं. No, as Sushmita has her own rules of. बेकार. B the answer. Now let's proceed further. What is the author of the passage trying to convey by the term of positive discrimination? ठीक है, if you read this passage, you will get to know. See, rather the term positive discrimination, also known as positive discrimination, is used by legislature to justify reservation and is defined as a policy of providing an equal platform to the underprivileged. ठीक है, पूरा पढ़ेंगे तो समझ में आएगा, स्टेट कर सकता है। तो इसके अंदर देखो, स्टेट कैन क्रिएट एक्सेप्शन फॉर द बेटरमेंट एंड वेलबींग ऑफ क्लासेस सच एज वुमेन एंड चिल्ड्रन, रिजर्वेशन इज वन सच पॉलिसी। यस, दिस इज द आंसर। ठीक है, बिल्कुल यही पॉजिटिव डिस्क्रिमिनेशन। अच्छा, स्टेट कैन नॉट डू डिस्क्रिमिनेशन, काट दो। इंडिविजुअल्स हैव चॉइस, काट दो। ऑल ऑफ द हो ही नहीं सकता, कट गए ना, सी आंसर है. लेट्स प्रोसीड फर्दर. National Law University reserve 5% of seat for students of their own state, calling it domicile. ठीक है. Considering NLU as a state, is this a violation of Article 15 by the state? No. Why? See, here it is written place of birth, but this is not, domicile is not place of birth. Domicile is a place of residence. सो आर्टिकल 15 में जो लिखा है, अगर प्लेस ऑफ रेजिडेंस है तो ये वो बात नहीं मानी जाती. सो इसका मतलब स्टेट इज नॉट डिस्क्रिमिनेटिंग. तो आंसर क्या होगा? नो, द स्टेट इज नॉट डिस्क्रिमिनेटिंग एज द डोमिसाइल रिजर्वेशन बेस्ड ऑन प्लेस ऑफ रेजिडेंस एंड नॉट प्लेस ऑफ बर्थ. सो इट इज नॉट वायलेशन ऑफ आर्टिकल 15. अ गुड क्वेश्चन. डी इज द आंसर. यस, हो ही नहीं सकता. यस, नो. नो, द स्टेट कैन नॉट मेक डिस्क्रिमिनेशन कंसिडरिंग नेसेसरी ऑफ द टाइम. फेक. डी इज आवर आंसर. लेट्स प्रोसीड फर्दर. Okay. XYZ is a minority educational institute. The institution decided that Christian students will get a 50% fee concession, whereas the students of other religion will get no such benefits. Okay. XYZ is partly funded by the government. ठीक है. Can XYZ provide extra benefits to such students? Yes. Yes. कैसे? ठीक है. When you will read this, you will get to know. ये देखो, make such provisions. The power has been granted to the state to make such provisions related to admission to educational institute, including private educational institution, whether aided or unaided by the state or other than the minority educational institutions. का मतलब है the minority educational institutions are free to do whatever they want, even if they are aided or if they are unaided. तो यहाँ से बात निकल गई. हमने देखा इसका मतलब तो कर सकते हैं, है ना. The state can make special provisions for different religion to protect and promote them, as mentioned there. है ना, कि उसके लिए फिर स्टेट कुछ नहीं कर सकता, सेपरेटली पावर दी हुई है. तो हमने देखा फिर क्या करें. यस, तो ए अपना आंसर है, क्योंकि वी आर कमिंग ऑन टू द कंक्लूजन. यस. नाउ लेट्स सी. नो, एज द स्टेट कैन नॉट मेक स्पेशल प्रोविजंस. हो ही नहीं सकता, पढ़ा है हमने. XYZ इज पार्टली फंडेड बाय द गवर्नमेंट, हैज द स्टेट इंस्टीट्यूशन, सो दे कैन नॉट मेक सच डिस्क्रिमिनेशन. ऐसा कहीं है ही नहीं, स्पेशल पावर है ये. नन ऑफ द अबव हो ही नहीं सकता. ए इज द आंसर. नाउ लेट्स प्रोसीड फर्दर. नाउ लेट्स सी पैसेज नंबर 4. राइट. Passage number 4 is comparatively easy. Why? Because it is a passage which belongs to criminal law, IPC, Indian Penal Code. Now let's see. It is talking about dacoity, right? And every one of you know when there is dacoity, 5 or more persons conjointly commit or attempt to commit a robbery as being mentioned. Okay, there is a case law also mentioned here in this particular passage. Rajkumar versus State of Uttaranchal. Court has said nothing. Court has only established this particular rule only. In this passage, they are also talking about the punishment of dacoity, right? And they are talking about robbery, right? And simultaneously explaining the same concept. So comparatively a easy passage. So let's see the questions. So let's see question number 80. MNOPQZNL आर गैंग ईच कैरिंग. कितने लोग हो गए देखो, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 हो गए ऑलरेडी, 7 है. ठीक है ना. कैरिंग शॉर्ट गन्स फ्रॉडुलेंटली एंटर रजनीश अंबानीज हाउस. ZNL वर कन्फ्रंटेड. ओके, ऑल दीज क्वेश्चंस. अंबानीज वाइफ देन यूज देयर शॉर्ट गन्स एंड थ्रेटन्ड हर दे विल शूट हर एंड हर सन. Meanwhile, other gangs MNO, PNQ took all the jewelry and cash. So means all of them are doing their job. Then all these 7 members left and hid in different places. ठीक है. The police was able to only find O, P and Z and rest 4 are still absconding. ठीक है. The police has charged accused O, P and Z with dacoity while others were absconding. Okay. If you were representing the police, would you agree with the charges alleged on O, P and Z? Yes. Yes. So let's say yes, even though only 3 members have been caught out of 7, the dacoity was committed by more than 5 people. हाँ. As mentioned in 391. Answer. Yes, even though only 3 have been caught out of 7, the extortion काट दो. No, हो ही नहीं सकते. So easy question. A will be the answer. Now let's proceed further. Okay. So now see, now this question is, see, if the police is able to establish that the robbery was committed by 7 persons, okay, it is a fit case of dacoity, right? Then O, P and Z, ठीक है. O, P and Z क्या कर रहे थे वहां पे, है ना. MNO, PNQ took all the jewelry and cash, ठीक है. And ZNL was confronted with Ambani's wife. They used their shotguns. तो ZNL वो थे जिन्होंने थोड़ा डराया धमकाया, बाकी तो काम कर रहे हैं. तो इनको किस में पनिशमेंट दे अपन, डकॉइटी में दे दो, सेक्शन 395 में. अच्छा, वन अनदर सेक्शन 397 इज रिटन हियर. तो सेक्शन 397 देख लेते हैं अपन क्या है, रॉबरी डकॉइटी विद द अटेम्प्ट टू कॉज डेथ और ग्रीवियस हर्ट। तो इन्होंने तो किया नहीं है OPNZ में, तो इनको तो 395 में सजा मिलेगी। तो ठीक है, यही अपना आंसर हो गया। नाउ लेट्स सी ऑप्शन नंबर बी, 397 नहीं, 395 एंड 397 IPC फॉर Z नहीं, 392, 395, A is the answer. Now let's proceed further. Okay, if MNO, PQ, Z and L had been caught by the police, MNO, PQ, Z and L सारे पकड़े गए, while the Rajneesh Ambani's residence, they will be liable to be charged with, come on, section 391 dacoity, as we have already read that. So simple question, answer दे दीजिए इसका। Now Vishnu and Sundaram were walking on the road in the late night while C and D put a knife on Vishnu's neck and forced Sundaram and Vishnu to give all their belongings to them. C and D has committed what offense C and D has committed? Let's see. Theft, extortion, robbery by the way of extortion. So the answer is robbery by the way of extortion. How we'll get to know? See, read this. Extortion is robbery if the offender at the time of committing the extortion is in the presence of a person to put in the fear and commits extortion by putting that person in fear of instant death, instant hurt, है ना। नेक पे नाइफ रखा है, पूरा हो गया, तो सी इज द आंसर। नाउ लेट्स प्रोसीड फर्दर। ओके, सागर bought a new red SUV car. Question number 84. Sagar bought a new SUV car. While enjoying his ride back home, he was asked by Sushma. Sushma है ना, lift by Sushma. One is Sushma. Sagar, in order to help Sushma, stopped his car and in no time 4 men with lathi popped up. तो Sushma plus 4 is equal to 5. 5 लोग हो गए। Sagar, in order to save his life, got out of the car and started running. After lodging criminal complaint, the police found that car and 4 men. They were unable to trace Sushma. 4 men will be charged with dacoity because 5 number was fulfilled. A very easy question. आगे बढ़े। Now let's see passage number 5. Okay. Now see the passage number 5. If you read this passage is actually an article published in a newspaper. Okay. So means the topic of this article is like the right to seek default bail. So this passage is talking about the concept of default bail under criminal procedure code. Now this passage is talking about when the default bail can be granted, right? In what matters, in what type of cases when the default bail will be granted, okay? And what is the power of police, what is the power of magistrate, what the Delhi High Court has states that, what the Supreme Court has states that, right? Such sort of things. So overall what this article is doing, it is overviewing the concept of default bail. So altogether this is something which you will get acquainted if you will read the passage correctly, right? And again, such passages are the real test of your power of analyzing, that in the mock how well you can analyze in the given time frame, right? So these are such passages which will help you if you are a let's say a regular reader of newspapers. So now let's see. A is accused of conspiracy and murder of her in-laws in Delhi. She is arrested and put in judicial custody as per the relevant provision of IPC. The maximum punishment for which the death or life imprisonment. Okay. The police could not complete its investigation in time but submitted a charge sheet on the 99th day. Achha. Does the right of default bail occur? Let's see. So if you would have read this passage correctly, see this part. Section 167 of the CRPC provides a maximum of 90 days of custody period for the detention of an accused person before a charge sheet is filed by the police. ठीक है, तो 90 days होते हैं. Here it is 99th day. Answer is what? Yes. As soon as 99-day period is over, the police has not completed the investigation nor submitted the charge sheet, the right to bail occur. Okay. Now let's proceed. So it's a very simple means question if you are reading the passage correctly. Now let's see. Yes, as soon as A makes the application of bail. No. Yes, as soon as 60 days. No. No, the submission of charge sheet and 99-day extinguishing the right of Kato. Right. Now let's proceed further. Ramesh Bharadwaj, question number 86. Ramesh Bharadwaj is arrested for inciting violence against the government leading to unrest situation during a gathering at Ram Leela Maidan, Delhi. He applies for default bail under section 167 subclause 2 of CRPC and the magistrate issues the order. Now, which of the following order is provided as per the provisions of the court? Okay, default bail. So by, if you would have read this passage correctly, no, you would get a overview of the default bail. So let's see, means it also needs a general idea of bail. Let's see the question. Ramesh is directed to deposit sum of 10 lakhs before he could be released on bail. नहीं, कहीं मेंशन नहीं है, एक्स्ट्रा बात है, हो ही नहीं सकता. Ramesh is directed to furnish a surety along with a deposit of 10 lakh rupees before he could be released on bail. No. Ramesh is asked to furnish bail and be released without any condition. That is the point. Ramesh is directed to report before police station daily at 10 AM until further notice. So what we can overview out of the generalized information as given in the passage, C is the answer. Right. Now let's see question number 87. One Seema, CEO of Nari Vikas Sansthan, age 76, is arrested for 20 crores. Okay, financial fraud and money laundering. The magistrate after 15 days of her judicial custody. So it is the question where you have to calculate 15. ठीक है. And she is detained in her house in Bandra due to her deteriorating health conditions. After 30 days. तो कितना हो गया? 15 plus 30. 45. Police could not complete its investigation when she can applied for the default bail. ठीक है. So as the general condition is mentioned, है ना? See, imprisonment for life and imprisonment for a term of not less than 10 years, and she has done let's say financial fraud and money laundering, है ना? So यहाँ पर ऑटोमेटिकली मेंशन है, ठीक है, कि कितना पीरियड होना चाहिए. तो अपन तो 90 डेज को लेके चलेंगे. Completion of 45 days of our judicial custody as a 30 days of house arrest would include in 90 days of period. हाँ, कैलकुलेट कर लो. 15 plus this 30, 45 plus 30. This is our answer. Now let's see. On completion of 75th days of her judicial custody or 30 days, काटो. On completion of 90 days of her judicial custody, restarts from today, काटो. She can apply for default bail today due to her less age and health condition, काटो. So this is such a question. Even if you would have read the particular options, you could have guessed the answer, right? So now let's proceed further. Which of the following is most true regarding default bail? Okay. If you would have read the starting lines of the passage, the Supreme Court has observed the right to seek default bail under 167 subclause 2 of CRPC is a fundamental right and not merely a statutory right. What does it mean? That it is a right protected by the Constitution, not just merely a right protected by any law of the land. So इसका मतलब देखो, the right to default bail is a fundamental right, बोला है उसने, and an indispensable part of the right to life and personal liberty. Okay, अगर पूरा पढ़ते तो नीचे भी लिखा हुआ है ये. It also forms a forced detention, also involves custody. It leads to outright deprivation of one's personal rights as enshrined under Article 21. So means fundamental right. So after reading everything, this is our answer. ठीक है? Because see, again this section is just, this particular option A is just talking about section 167 subclause 2 of CRPC. Again आगे बढ़े, right to default bail is not fundamental, काट दो. Right to default bail is a fundamental right, Article 20, but cannot supersede the right of police to conduct. नहीं. This right can supersede every other right. That's what is being mentioned in the passage. Option B is our answer. Now let's proceed further. Now let's see passage number 6. Okay, after so many difficult passages, we are now at a very comparatively easy passage of law of torts, which is talking about negligence, contributory negligence, and as such. Acha, if when you will read this particular passage, you will get to know it's a well-researched article from a very perfect source. Means as far as I can see, a good source like SCC Online or something. So if you will read all these things, now first of all, what should be coming into your mind? I'll say that this passage will teach you some conceptualities and you have to analyze them, and then you will read some facts and out of which you have to apply your brains. Okay, so after this negligence, I can also see that this passage also has a concept of res ipsa loquitur. The thing is speak for itself, and plus another concept of strict liability is being given in a very short form. Okay, so expect means if a passage has all these different things, expect one question from that too in the passage. ठीक है. So that's how we do. Now let's see the question number 90. X was driving a SUV car at a speed of 60 km per hour on a flyover. X was driving on the right lane. Just 10 meters before the exit, X realized that he had to take the said exit. ठीक है. Immediately X shifted from right lane to left lane, maintaining the same speed. At the same time, he hit the motorcycle which is going straight on the flyover. So we get to know that here this particular person X is negligent. Following which Y driving a Maruti Wagoner also hit the motorcycle from the behind. यानी दो लोग भिड़ गए हैं. X और Y मोटरसाइकिल वाले से टकरा गए. गलती अपने को दिख रही है, X ने पहले भिड़ा है तो X की गलती है, बिकॉज Y की कोई गलती ऐसा है नहीं, बेचारा क्या करता है ना. तो ड्यू टू सडन एक्सीडेंट एसयूवी मोटरसाइकिल सफर सीरियस इंजरीज, इज एक्स लायबल फॉर नेग्लिजेंस. पढ़ते ही आंसर है हाँ, यस. सो लेट्स से वी हैव टू चूज फ्रॉम दी यस. वी हैव गिवन टू ऑप्शंस, बेस्ट ऑप्शन हमें चुनना है. पहले जो नहीं है आंसर तो इसका ए है. बी जो है देखते हैं. यस, एक्स इज लायबल फॉर नेग्लिजेंस एज ही हैज डिप्राइव्ड मोटरसाइकिल द राइट ऑफ वे. नहीं, एक्स इज लायबल फॉर नेग्लिजेंस एज एक्स हैज ब्रीच्ड द ड्यूटी ऑफ केयर. इसको पढ़ना, इसमें लिखा है दिस ड्यूटी ऑफ केयर एंड ऑल टर्मिनोलॉजी. A is the answer. Okay, now let's proceed further. Keeping in view of the facts in question number 90, the previous question, are X and Y both liable for contributory negligence and harm caused to the motorcyclist? No. As I previously stated, X is liable, but Y is not. Why? Because Y has not breached anything. It was all the liability on the part of X. Now let's see better options. We have 3 options of no, out of which we have to take the best. So accordingly A is the best answer, but let's see why B and C are not. No, only Y has to exercise standard of care. No, according to us only X has to exercise. So option B नहीं हो सकता. D देखते हैं. No, neither X and Y, neither काट दो, एक तो होगा liable. No, as only X has to exercise the standard of conduct and has failed to follow traffic rules. The accident took place only due to negligence of X and the motorcyclist suffers injuries. A is the answer. Now let's see another question. Question number 92. Vikhyat, a 20 years old boy, had to undergo an operation in pancreas. The doctor strictly instructed that he has to be empty stomach for 5 years prior to the operation. Thus does not have to consume food article. ठीक है. Vikhyat had consumed his breakfast at 10 a.m. in the hospital. Accordingly, the operation was scheduled at 3 p.m. Surprisingly, at 1 p.m., nurse gave lunch to Vikhyat. Okay. Assuming that, गलत assume कैसे कर सकता है विख्यात? Assuming that the operation is postponed, विख्यात consumed the same. So नर्स की गलती तो है ही, विख्यात की भी लग रही है. Furthermore, the doctor was not informed that विख्यात has consumed the lunch. Again, hospital भी liable हो गया. Due to which doctor conducted the operation. अच्छा, विख्यात तब भी नहीं बोला. ओहो, ठीक है. And because the food was in the food pipe, विख्यात choked and is now in coma. Who between विख्यात and hospital administration liable? अपना आंसर है दोनों, both. यहाँ विख्यात को भी कहना चाहिए था और हॉस्पिटल की भी ड्यूटी रहनी चाहिए थी. बड़ी ड्यूटी हॉस्पिटल की, बट विख्यात की स्टिल ड्यूटी है. सो लेट्स से विख्यात एज ही हैड अ ड्यूटी. नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है, बोथ है. हॉस्पिटल एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन दे हैड द ड्यूटी ऑफ केयर, काट दो. बोथ विख्यात एंड हॉस्पिटल एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन आर नेग्लिजेंट. यस, as both have relative causative potency and they had the duty to inform the consumption of lunch to doctor, though the blameworthiness attached is different. मतलब कोई भी किसी पे blame लगा रहे हैं. Both विख्यात and hospital administration are not negligent. काट दो इस ऑप्शन को, आंसर है सी. ठीक है. नाउ प्रोसीड फर्दर. विख्यात, अच्छा सेम वही. विख्यात, a 20 years old boy had to undergo an operation of pancreas. The doctor had strictly instructed that he has to be empty stomach for 5 hours prior to operation. Thus does not have to consume any food article. विख्यात has consumed breakfast at 10 a.m. अच्छा 5 hours prior बोल दिया कि नहीं करना है. Accordingly operation scheduled at 3. ठीक है. Doctor conducted operation as scheduled. The operation successful. Later on the routine checkup ultrasound was prescribed when a sponge was identified inside the operation area. Who is liable? Specifically the principle of res ipsa locator is given in the passage. है ना. उसका मतलब क्या होता है? The thing speaks for itself. So what does it mean? The thing speaks for itself. Search for the option of res ipsa locator. It is the answer. तो ये हो गया ऑपरेशन सक्सेसफुल. सब कुछ नहीं ये रहा. अप्लाइंग द प्रिंसिपल ऑफ रेस इप्सा लोकेटर, स्ट्रेट आंसर है. सी इज द आंसर. नाउ शिफ्ट ऑन द क्वेश्चन नंबर. नाउ लेट्स सी क्वेश्चन नंबर 94. Shailesh was shifted his residence from Noida to Delhi. He booked a truck for shifting from porter.com. The truck loaded all his furniture and cartoons. On its way to Delhi, the truck hit X, who was walking on the footpath. शैलेश ने बुक कराया है, ठीक है. ट्रक ड्राइवर है, ट्रक वाला. एंड यहां पर इसने एक्स को हिट किया है जो फुटपाथ पे चल रहा है। 3 लोग हो गए। एक्स सफर्ड इंजरीज एंड ड्यू टू द सडन जर्क फ्यू ऑफ शैलेज फर्नीचर ब्रोक। एक्स फाइल्ड फॉर डैमेजेस इन द कोर्ट, जो एक्स करेगा। इन ऑर्डर टू स्टैब्लिश नेग्लिजेंस एक्स हैज टू स्टैब्लिश, अब एक्स क्या स्टैब्लिश कर सकता है? लेट्स सी, ये ऑप्शन देखते हैं। दैट एक्स हैड अ ड्यूटी ऑफ केयर दैट ही ब्रीच्ड, ये तो वो कह ही नहीं सकता, काट दो। द ट्रक ड्राइवर हैड अ ड्यूटी ऑफ केयर, द ड्राइवर ब्रीच्ड द ड्यूटी एंड कॉज इंजरीज, प्रोबेबली यस। दैट बोथ ट्रक ड्राइवर एंड एक्स हैज द ड्यूटी ऑफ केयर, बोथ ब्रीच्ड द ड्यूटी कॉज द डैमेज टू शैलेश, ना, नहीं। दैट शैलेश हैज अ ड्यूटी ऑफ केयर, नहीं। सो ऑप्शन बी इज द आंसर, right? Now let's proceed further. Now see, Syntec Industries Private Limited employed an independent contractor to build a reservoir. These facts are somewhat similar to the a case Ryland versus Fletcher, where the independent contractor, when in the middle of the construction, they discovered coal shafts which were not covered properly. Instead of taking reasonable measures covering the shaft, they chose to work. This resulted in immediate burst of the reservoir, flooded the mine of Shikhar Mines. Shikhar Mines bought a case against Syntex Industries Private Limited. Will Syntex Industries Private Limited be solely liable for the to pay damages? Yes. So now let's see. All the other options are no. We get to know yes, but see, this is the part which is covered by the concept of this particular strict liability, right? If you have studied the concept of strict liability and if you have studied the case of Ryland versus Fletcher, you would have easily guessed the answer. So now let's see. Yes, the Syntex Industries is solely liable to build the reservoir, and any negligence or part of independent contractor will amount to negligence by the Syntex Industries. Exactly. ये लिखा है यहाँ पे. So A is the answer. Okay, now let's see passage number 7. Now passage number 7 belongs to criminal law, very major amendment of 2013, which include 2 sections, 354C and 354D. The offense of voyeurism and stalking. Now it is talking about the 2 offenses. So now questions will be factually based on these offenses only. Now let's see. Reema and her friend went on a picnic via road. The bus was stopped at a highway and girls were asked to freshen up as the destination was far. Reema and her friends used washroom one by one and left the place. They returned after 2 days to the same place. While going back home, and at the time Reema saw one of the waiters showing her videos, उसकी videos, while using the washroom from the day to his fellow colleague. Okay, she and her friends filed a case in the court of law to get justice decide. ठीक है. See, if you would have read this passage correctly, you would know that voyeurism is viewing or capturing the image of a girl or woman going to private acts. So now this definition, by reading this whole definition, you get to know the waiter is guilty of the offense of voyeurism. So the waiter is guilty of the offense of voyeurism. A is the answer. Now let's see B. The waiter is not guilty, नहीं हो सकता. The waiter is guilty of offense of stalking, नहीं. Because stalking is what? See, stalking if a man follows a woman, है ना, तो वो stalking में आता है. He is guilty of both voyeurism and stalking, no, because he hasn't followed the girl. So A is the answer. Now let's proceed further. Question number 97. Monty is a fan of a supermodel and goes to her Instagram profile every day and leaves comment below her picture. Decide whether he is guilty of offense of stalking or not. No, नहीं. Monty is not guilty of any offense. First of all, ठीक है, because the profile of the model is made public by her. She voluntarily uploads the picture on social media platform as seen and liked by her. ठीक है, तो वैसे भी ये जो हो रहा है, ठीक है, अब यहाँ पे डी काट दो, ऑप्शन सी रखते हैं. मॉन्टी इज नॉट गिल्टी, हाँ, बिकॉज ही जस्ट गोज एंड लुक्स हर पिक्चर्स एंड कमेंट्स, बेकार ऑप्शन है. मॉन्टी इज गिल्टी ऑफ द ऑफेंस ऑफ स्टॉकिंग बिकॉज ही स्टॉक्स हर ऑन इंस्टाग्राम एंड लीव्स कमेंट बिलो हर पिक्चर. नो. नाउ क्वेश्चन नंबर 98. Anil is Maya's neighbor. Anil has always had inappropriate intentions of her. He first started checking her on various social media platforms and then started following her or noticing him following her. Maya angrily asked him not to do so. ये दोनों ही हो रहा है. पूरा पढ़ेंगे ना आपको पता चलेगा. And even recorded the same while taking bath. तो follow भी कर रहा है, ये सब भी कर रहा है, तो आपको पता चलेगा. Both the offenses of voyeurism and stalking is there. So what should be the answer? He is guilty of the both of the offenses. A very easy question. If अगर आपको कोई पैसेज समझ में आया तो. नाउ लेट्स प्रोसीड फर्दर. क्वेश्चन नंबर 99. H is W's husband and they are newly married couple. They went for a vacation to Goa after their wedding. H recorded W. Okay, husband ने wife को record किया है without while she was changing her clothes without her knowledge. ठीक है. H had done it before, to which W showed her discomfort. Is H guilty? तो आंसर क्या होगा? हाँ. क्यों? क्योंकि अगर आप इस पैसेज को पढ़ेंगे ना तो आपको पता चलेगा कि यहाँ पर है ना, इफ़ अ मैन की बात होती है, ठीक है, इफ़ अ मैन पढ़ेंगे ना आपको पता चलेगा इफ़ अ मैन, तो यहाँ पर एच इज़ गिल्टी है क्या? तो मतलब यहाँ हस्बैंड एंड वाइफ का कोई एज सच कोई डिफेंस है नहीं, तो कोई भी अगर करता है तो क्या वो होगा गिल्टी? हाँ, गिल्टी होगा. तो लेट्स सी, एच इज़ नॉट गिल्टी बिकॉज ही इज़ लॉफुली वेडिड हस्बैंड ऑफ. नहीं, ये पार्ट यहाँ नहीं, ये बात यहाँ नहीं चलती. एच इज़ नॉट गिल्टी ऑफ बिकॉज ही हैज़ ऑल दी राइट्स. नहीं, ये बात वही वाली बात है, हस्बैंड है, ये तो नहीं होता. एच इज़ गिल्टी आंसर होगा. ऑल ऑफ द अबव और करेक्ट नहीं हो सकता. ऑफ द अबव वॉज इनकरेक्ट, हो नहीं सकता ये, बिकॉज सी इज द आंसर. लेट्स प्रोसीड फर्दर. क्वेश्चन नंबर 100. A boy age 18 years who work for Sharma family hides and looks at their 2 years daughter while she is being bathed by her mother, and whether she is being dressed without anybody's knowledge. He also tries to be near her if she wants to play with her. Is he guilty of voyeurism? Nowhere in this particular passage or in this particular section has been mentioned the age of the girl. So according to this terminology, he is guilty. Yes, he is guilty. So he is not guilty of, and because the girl is of a tender age and therefore ऐसा कुछ है नहीं, काट दीजिए. He is not guilty. अच्छा, he is only seeing her and not trying harm, तो मतलब he is not guilty, C भी कट गया. He is only seeing her and not trying to harm her in a way and neither had recorded her. So मतलब फालतू बात है. D ऑप्शन भी कट गया, तो B is our answer, right? Now let's proceed further. Now let's see the last passage of our mock, passage number 8. Now the passage number 8 talks about the cross examination. Okay, so this is Indian Evidence Act, cross examination. So this talks about all the facets like examination in chief, cross examination and re-examination, and when all these can be done, whether they can be done, whether they cannot be done. So this is such a passage which is also means a moderate level, a good level, even I'll say a hard level of passage, which you should read, with much of your, means very strictly you should read that. So now let's see the question number 101. As per the reasoning in the passage, which of the following is untrue? तो पहला ही untrue है बेटा ये. The court holds discretionary power over the questions that can be asked in cross examination. अच्छा, ये बात सच है, पढ़ना इसको. The cross examination is only done after in chief examination. हाँ, yes. Cross examination of witness is mandatory. नहीं, कहाँ से पता चला? Read. Witness shall be examined in chief पहले, then if adverse party so desired, cross examination. यानी वो भी कब? On desire, कि भाई मैं चाहता हूँ cross examination करना, तो कर लो. और यहाँ क्या लिखा है? Mandatory. नहीं, mandatory है ही नहीं, तो C is our answer. Directly आगे बढ़ते हैं. Now see, which of the statement if true weaken the argument that a hostile witness is not credible because it does not tell the truth and as a result weakens the case of the party, है ना, that has called him. तो देखो ये एक टफ क्वेश्चन है. तो क्या बात हो रही है? देखिए यहाँ बात हो रही है आर्ग्यूमेंट की, ठीक है, कि अगर ये बात जो हम कह रहे हैं वो सच है, वीकन्स द आर्ग्यूमेंट, है ना. और आर्ग्यूमेंट क्या है? हॉस्टाइल विटनेस इज नॉट क्रेडिबल, कि हॉस्टाइल विटनेस क्रेडिबल नहीं होता क्योंकि वो हमेशा सच नहीं बोलता, है ना, बिकॉज ही डज नॉट टेल द ट्रुथ एंड रिजल्ट इन वीकनेस ऑफ द केस. केस वीक हो जाता है इस चक्कर में, ठीक है. अब देखते हैं, तो अपन कह रहे हैं विच ऑफ द स्टेटमेंट इफ ट्रू वीकन्स द आर्ग्यूमेंट, तो यानी ये जो आर्ग्यूमेंट है इसको वीक करने वाला स्टेटमेंट हमको चुनना है. ए देखते हैं. इन मैनी केसेस विटनेसेस आर मोटिवेटेड टू गिव फॉल्स टेस्टिमनी बाय ब्राइब्स एंड दे लेटर रिफ्यूजेस टू टेस्टिफाई. नहीं, ये तो उल्टा स्ट्रॉन्ग कर रहा है कि भाई झूठ बोलता है, पैसे लेता है और बाद में मना भी कर देता है, तो केस कैसे वीक हो सकता है? काट दो इसको, ठीक है. तो ये तो उल्टा इस आर्ग्यूमेंट को स्ट्रॉन्ग करता है, हॉस्टाइल आर्ग्यूमेंट वीक नहीं करता है, स्ट्रॉन्ग करता है. दूसरा देखो, क्रेडिबिलिटी ऑफ विटनेस इज नॉट स्टैब्लिश बाय ट्रुथफुलनेस ऑफ अ विटनेस टेस्टिमनी. अगर ट्रुथफुलनेस और फॉल्स पे बेस्ड ही नहीं होता तो ये भी काट दो, क्योंकि ये तो इस पर्टिकुलर बात जो है इसको स्ट्रॉन्ग कर रहा है उल्टा, कि बेकार है ना. अ हॉस्टाइल विटनेस मे बिकम हॉस्टाइल ड्यू टू द फियर ऑफ डेथ और ग्रीवियस हर्ट. एक जो हॉस्टाइल विटनेस है तो फियर ऑफ डेथ और ग्रीवियस हर्ट के बारे में बात करता है, तो आंसर क्या बनेगा अपना? सी, ठीक है, बिकॉज दिस इज द आर्ग्यूमेंट जो कि वीकन करता है हमारे पर्टिकुलर स्टेटमेंट को, ठीक है, ऊपर वाले आर्ग्यूमेंट को. सो नाउ लेट्स प्रोसीड ऑन टू द फर्दर. Question number 103. Sim is on trial as an accused for a murder of Brim. The public prosecutor appeared on behalf of the state and against Sim. After his opening remarks, calls upon to testify Kim, who is the girlfriend of Brim. ठीक है, तो यहाँ Kim आई है. He asked her when she had last seen Brim and what they had last talked about. Then he asked her, where were you at 8:33 p.m. ठीक है, एक अप्रोक्सीमेटली टाइम पूछा है ना, विच इज द टाइम दैट सिम मर्डर्ड ब्रिम, यानी 8:33 PM पे मर्डर हुआ था. तो ये पूछ रहा तुम कहाँ थी उस टाइम पे. पहले पूछ रहा क्या तुम दोनों साथ में थे, है ना. तो देखिए अपने आप ही क्या हो रहा है, ये एक लीडिंग क्वेश्चन बनता है. ठीक है, अब आप जब इसको पढ़ेंगे ना पैसेज को, तो आपको एक बात पता चलेगी कि ये जो चीज़ें होती हैं लीडिंग क्वेश्चन होती हैं. कैसे कि लीडिंग क्वेश्चन कौन है, जो इनडायरेक्टली केस को डायरेक्शन दे रहा है. तो मतलब यहाँ पर ये पूछ रहा है क्या उस 8:33 पे तुम कहाँ थी, या 8:33 पे क्या पूछ रहा है, which of the time that है ना कि लास्ट ऑफ देन आस्कर वेयर वर यू एट 8:33 PM. तो अपने आप ही हो गया. अगर ये कहती है मैं उसके साथ थी, तो फिर आगे ही बात हो गई कि हाँ भाई फिर इसको पता होगा. तो ये लीडिंग क्वेश्चन हो गया जो इनडायरेक्टली पूछा गया है. तो यहाँ पर पूछ रहा है कैन प्रोसिक्यूटर आस्क दिस क्वेश्चन टू किम एज पर दी रीजनिंग. तो जब आप ये पढ़ोगे ना, ठीक है, तो आपको पता चलेगा नहीं, लीडिंग क्वेश्चन जो है वो प्रोहिबिटेड होता है. तो बी इज आवर आंसर. अच्छा स्ट्रॉन्ग क्वेश्चन है, हार्ड क्वेश्चन है, गलत होने के बहुत चांसेस हैं. आगे बढ़ते हैं. 104 इन दी अबोव क्वेश्चन सपोज दैट आफ्टर एग्जामिनेशन इन चीफ, अब ये इस डायरेक्शन में जा रहा है. आफ्टर एग्जामिनेशन इन चीफ बाय ऑफ किम बाय द प्रोसिक्यूटर सिम्स लॉयर, डिम आस्क्ड हर क्वेश्चन पर्टिंग टू हर सेक्सुअल प्रोमिस्क्यूटी. ठीक है, मीन सेक्सुअल प्रोमिस्क्यूटी मीन्स अ पर्सन हु इज इन सेक्सुअल रिलेशनशिप विद मल्टीपल पीपल, है ना. She claims that she was not promiscuous and was loyal to Brim, and the then prosecutor objects the line of questioning. Further question on this may be allowed if, कि इस लाइन पे फर्दर क्वेश्चन कब अलाउ किए जा सकते हैं. ठीक है, तो ये भी जब आप ये पैसेज को पूरा पढ़ोगे, अंडरस्टैंड पहली बात कर पाओ, देन यू विल कम ऑन टू दिस प्रोमाइज. इट कैन बी शोन दैट शी वॉज, देखिए अब ऑप्शन देख लेते हैं. It can be shown that she was in fact promiscuous with the help of the other witnesses, है ना. Further, the question is meant to distort or disturb the business. नहीं, क्वेश्चन कब इंपॉर्टेंट है, जब आप ये सब ए प्रूव कर पाओगे. बी गलत है अगर ये बात हो गई कि इसलिए पूछा है क्वेश्चन, वैसे ही कोर्ट मना कर देता है. ऑप्शन सी, द कोर्ट फाइंड्स द क्वेश्चन पर्टिनेंट, कोर्ट को लग रहा है भाई क्वेश्चन इंपॉर्टेंट है, चलने देगा इसको. तो आंसर होगा अपना ए एंड सी. आगे बढ़ते हैं. In the above question, suppose due to the sensitive nature of the matter involved and the mental fragility of Kim, the court decides to have a closed court during the in-chief examination of Kim. मतलब कोर्ट बंद कर दिया, है ना, बंद करो इसको. And after that, do not allow a cross examination. तो मतलब आधे रास्ते रोक दिया, क्रॉस एग्जामिनेशन तो अलाउ नहीं करा. Dim appeals to the Supreme Court for retrial, है ना, since the proper procedure has not been followed. वो कह रही है भाई proper procedure तो follow ही नहीं हुआ है, and hence the decision of the trial court is illegal, है ना. Will the trial court's decision be valid? Again a good question. अपना आंसर होगा नो, नहीं. क्यों? क्योंकि देखिए जब आप इसे पढ़ेंगे आपको पता चलेगा. Since the opportunity of cross examination is essential, अगर पार्टी चाहती है तो क्रॉस एग्जामिनेशन की अपॉर्चुनिटी बहुत जरूरी होती है. ठीक है, सो विद दिस our analysis of SBS mock number 2 is done, and I hope each and every doubt has been clarified. Okay, thank you so much.